I understand that supporting open standards was part of your device platform strategy from the beginning. Could you tell us a bit more about your thinking behind that?
Yes, yes, Phil, of course. I mean, you're right. The supposition is right. Uh, the open standards adoption was one of the pillars of our strategy, because we have been working on digital terrestrial television and on satellite since the very beginning of the Tivu history. But we had in our mind that those two platforms will be somehow hybrid in the next future, with over-the-top TV, with mobile, with second screen. And we believe that the adoption of open standards would help us a lot in the innovation and in the management of new generation devices and services. So far, after 7 years, I mean, I would say that we were right, because the adoption of open standards was something very efficient, also in the cost way, because our business model is related to free-to-air television.
Right.
We are not a pay. So we don't have a monthly recurrent fee, something like that, coming to our pockets. So let's say that we cannot invest so much in the vertical integration. We need an horizontal market. And getting an horizontal market is also helpful in terms of customer value in the end, because the customers gets better value due to fair competition between device makers. And let me say that is also very helpful in terms of time consuming, because consumption, because we are taking care about the relationship with all the device makers. So we get the agreement with all the device makers, and the service providers, they don't need to go one by one to every device maker. They just can come to us, ask for our specifications. They develop and deploy to the market a service compliant to our specification, using open standards in the end. So not spending a big amount of money to do crazy investment or on crazy technology. And suddenly, like this, they are compatible to many devices because they have adopted the open standards. So, I mean.
So they avoided having to do special builds just for you.
Yeah, exactly. We try to do this.
Okay. So does open standards also fit into your long-term strategy?
Yeah, I mean, sure. It fits in the in the long-term strategy, because I mean, if we get vertical technology, you never know what happens with the vertical technology, because you never know if the company X or Epsilon might decide to throw it away or to change for a new platform completely incompatible with the former, and we are scared about it. We don't want it. So we want that our service launched in the day 1 will work. We work in the day 2, in the day 3, in the day 100. Maybe with innovation, obviously. We're not against innovation, but in the right way. So open standards for us are the right way. And in order to help it and to do it very, in our humble point of view, cleverly, let's say, we try to implement win-win-win, not win-win twice, but 3 times, because Italians, we do it always more, no, you know, situation where the first winner is the device maker that is sure that will build a device that is compliant to services now and in the future. The second winner would be us with the broadcasters and the service providers, because they know, we know, and the broadcaster knows that adopting some kind of technology meaning that the service that they deploy will work on the devices that are certified and compliant. So they already know that they will be working on something. And the last winner, but last but not least, is the final viewer, the customer, because they can go in the market, they can go looking for one of the labels that are deployed to the market and communicated quite well, that are DGTVI label for the DTT, TivuSat label for the free satellite, and Tivu label for the over-the-top TV. They can look for this label that belongs to the compatibility to specifications based on open standards. So coming back to your question, and they will buy a device that is compliant to services now and in the future.
So even if they buy it used,
exactly,
yeah,
even yeah,
it'll still work.